Y'all already know what happened. We signed him. He in the building, and he already helping out Tyler Smith. You know what's really funny? Eagles fans is salty. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all feeling? Look, man, it's week one. Y'all already know what we're going to do next Sunday. I had to jump in here. I know it's super late. Look. If you was around earlier, I was on a video with Lord Brunson, Philly Mike from the Philly Talk podcast, my brother Jay Tuck, for 3+ hours. It was a whole lot of Cowboys-Eagles beef going back and forth. It was actually some football talk mixed in, some trash talk, some history, whatever you want to call it. It was fun. Enjoyed myself, but I was burnt, and that's why this video is so late. Also, Miss CFT, I've been in here putting shelves together. You know what I'm saying? Got to get that done. Got a little project we've been working on, so a lot going on, but I got to get y'all news, man. We signed Jason Peters. Finally put him on the team. First things first, let me just go ahead and get this out the way. Jason Peters is not signed to be the starting left tackle for the Cowboys. Tyler Smith, our first-round draft pick, is going to be our starting left tackle. First, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Contingency plans and what may happen down the road, I ain't no fortune teller. All I'm saying is this. We will always put the best 5 on the field. If it turns out that Jason Peters is one of our best 5 linemen, he will be on the field. But until that time comes, I'm not here to talk hypotheticals. We got enough to talk about this week. But all hope is not lost. Having Jason Peters in the building has its advantages. The one thing he was talking about before he became a Cowboy, officially, was when he gets signed to a team, he wants to be able to assist and help out young players. He wants to leave his mark in this league. He probably could be a future coach one day, but he wants to give all of his little tricks of the trade to some young, hungry guys. We happen to have a young, hungry left tackle that's physical abilities are incredible. Tyler Smith is physically imposing. 6'6", 6'5", I think, 320 pounds. I think he dropped like 10 pounds since he's been drafted. He's looking more cut up. His jawline look more structured. He ready, as opposed to when he got drafted. He dropped all that little baby fat over OTAs, mini camp, training camp, etc. But he also hasn't been playing left tackle. He's been playing left guard, right? Tyron Smith get injured. We put him out the left tackle. Tyron Smith can't really come out there and give him no tidbits, no tricks of the trade, because Tyron Smith is rehabbing. He probably not even out there right now. He might travel with the team, might not. We'll see. But right now, Tyron Smith ain't even, I know he wasn't at the start of the day, not that I seen or heard about. So who gonna give Tyler Smith all of the mentor, do this, do that, Jason Peters? Because I don't trust Joe Philbin, but that's another story for another day. And Tyler Smith came out and said it already, man. He already giving me advice. Already. There's pictures of it already out there. Jason Peters is doing his job. Tyler Smith said he's talking about how important it is when you come out your stance, hand placement, your hand fight, like all kinds of little tricks that you're going to either have to learn by trial by fire, or, you know what I'm saying, if you're a big brother, big sister, mentor to somebody, anything like that, you can always get somebody little small things that'll get them ahead of the game early. That's what Jason Peters is going to do. Tyler Smith would have to go out there and have 3 or 4 games before he learns, I should probably do this when coming out of my stance. Jason Peters is telling him already, this is what you do when you're trying to be an all-pro, Hall of Fame type tackle. You come out your stance and do this. Now, I'm not saying that Tyron Smith wasn't doing that. I'm saying that he can't do it while he's rehabbing. So Jason Peters is going to earn whatever his contract ends up being, because the numbers ain't come out, by just doing that. Like, it's already going to pay off. You know what I'm saying? And it's a heck of an insurance policy. You talking about somebody that had a pretty decent year last year. Rated like 77 by PFF, I think. Played all 15 games. Missed 2 games because of COVID, not because of physical injury. I'm with it. I'm happy on the team. He looks like a house. Put him next to Tyler Smith. You're talking about moving some people out the way. If he does get on the field, because I don't know how long And I heard that at one point he was going to play left guard for the Eagles. I heard that earlier from an Eagle. He was going to play left guard at one point. So that's not out of the realm of possibility neither. If Tyler Smith, that's what y'all need to realize. If Tyler Smith balls at left tackle and McGovern is struggling, don't think that they might not put Peters out there as a house at left guard. Leave Tyler Smith at left tackle, and let's roll. Ain't nobody talking about that. They talking about bumping Tyler Smith back into guard. But if he's balling and McGovern struggling, you don't just let him struggle. You put Peters out there, best 5. We'll get to that. We will get to that because Peters is not playing this week. I don't know if they're going to have him dressed. We'll see. We'll see. I'm sure that news will leak by the end of the game. If they're talking coy about it, he might. If they definitively just say, no, he's not going to dress, then we'll see. Let's talk Cavonte Turpin. They touched on him today with the offense. This ain't like training camp. We now get a whole lot of offensive strategy or what they were doing with each player. Kellen Moore did say that we like Turpin. We like his receiver skill set. And we want to see, or we want to use him more as a Chester receiver. We don't look at him as just a return guy. And that's what I was looking at. I was thinking they might jet sweep him. But to hear they going to give him some chances at receiver, I'm excited because he's explosive. He's violent out of his breaks. He's a little guy, but he also brings an element to the Cowboys offense we ain't had. Somebody that's just super fast. You got to pay attention to him. And I think putting him on the field with CeeDee Lamb, you would be a little afraid to leave Turpin by himself with a corner because he might blow past him. He just got to show that all he got to do is show that he can blow past somebody and make a catch. That's all he got to do, and the job is going to be done. Defenses are going to have to pay attention to him. Because they know once he gets the ball in space, he's hard to get down. So let's just see what they do, man. I'm liking that little wrinkle. I love that you even put that out there. Give Tampa something to think about. Like Turpin on the offensive side of the ball. Just give him something. Because last year, we ain't had a burner. Like somebody super fast. And Turpin, I think, is legitimate 4.3 speed and is very, 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 very herky-jerky, violent out of his breaks. Just very quick. Defense, Dan Quinn made me smile earlier. Talking about Anthony Barr, talking about defensive line rotations and keeping people fresh, safety rotations. Let me see, linebacker, D-line, safety. I don't know if they're going to be rotating corners, but at least 3 levels of the defense, we got a healthy rotation. We're going to be able to keep players fresh at every level. Donovan Wilson will work in. We got Malik Hooker. And we got Jaron Kearse, safety. Linebacker, we got Anthony Barr, obviously Micah Parsons, LVE, Jabril Cox. Healthy rotation, right? So you can keep people fresh. 1 off, keep the other 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, whatever, depending on if you're a nickel, etc. Then you got the front line, which is going to be super fresh. We got that. I think that's the largest defensive group we kept on, or largest group we kept on the team, the defensive line. I know I'm not too happy about Dorrance Armstrong starting. He gonna have to show me that he can be more than depth, quality depth. He's a good player, but I don't know if I want him to start. So you got D-Law starting. I feel like you're going to have Neville Gallimore, Oso Odigizua. Starting package. Then I feel like you'll have Dorrance Armstrong. But I also feel like Dante Fowler is going to get a decent amount of snaps. I also feel like Sam Williams is going to get a decent amount of snaps. And Terrell Basham is going to get a decent amount of snaps. Listen to that defensive edge rotation. D-Law, Basham, Fowler, Armstrong, Williams, like freshness on the DN, freshness. Interior, you're going to have Neville Gallimore, Tristan Hill, Oso Odigizua, Quentin Bohanna. I feel like that's going to be the top 4. And you're going to be able to stay fresh. Stay fresh. Nobody's going to be able to exert more energy, go harder, knowing that later in the game, we're going to have our top dogs on the field in the middle of the game. Some of the young dogs going to get to eat too. It's beautiful to me. It is beautiful to me. It's a long week, early in the week. We're going to be doing some more live shows, at least one live show. I will start touching on more in-depth strategy and stuff like that, but I just wanted to touch on what I saw, talk about how we locked in Peters, talk about Turpin, talk about defensive rotations with Dan Quinn. And yeah, man, I'm excited. I am excited, man. Y'all need to stop. Shout out to Foots the King. Foot said earlier, the Cowboys will beat, on Twitter, we'll beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I will not be surprised. Y'all already know how I'll give it up. I've been saying we're going to beat Tampa. But y'all need to stop just walking in fear. Tom Brady is not undefeated for 8 years. People have beat him. And the only people that have ever beat Tom Brady walk into the game thinking they're going to beat him. They don't walk in wondering if they can beat him. If you wonder if you can beat him, you already lost. But it's your boy, Mr. Wrong. I'll holla.